Champagne, please.
Hey, remember that yokel at the feast mounted off to your cousin?
This maniac threw a vat of hot oil right from the Zeppelin stand on his plate.
Oh my God.
Powdered sugar, he would have been done. And Tom, remember when we all rented that house down the shore with the bed bugs?
Summer of '78. Carlo, Silvio, Frankie Napoli.
Place up the beach.
Yeah.
Sonny Spence from the Bronx rented it. That's where that hippie kid mysteriously drowned during that party.
Hey, Tone. You okay?
Yeah. You sure, T? You're being kind of quiet.
Well, that's because, remember when is the lowest form of conversation.
Remember when is the lowest form of conversation. Tony Soprano says it like an insult. Remember when this happened? Remember when that happened? Remember when things were better? Nostalgia. A pleasant little drug. A warm bath for the mind. But what exactly are we doing when we become nostalgic? And why does it feel so good? Because nostalgia performs a magic trick. It removes uncertainty. The past is already known. The story is complete. The ending has already happened. There are no surprises left. The future, on the other hand, is terrifying. The future contains risk. The future contains failure. The future contains the possibility that things won't work out. So naturally, the mind prefers the past. The past is clean. The past is edited. The past is familiar. And familiarity feels safe. This would be harmless if nostalgia were just a psychological quirk. But it isn't. It's an industry. Look around. The entertainment industry sells nostalgia. Hollywood remakes old movies. Studios reboot old franchises. Video game companies re-release games from 20 years ago. The music industry sells anniversary editions. Fashion recycles old trends. Politics sells nostalgia. Make the country great again. 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 The most profitable word in politics might be again. Because again doesn't require proof. It only requires memory. Or more accurately, a selective memory. The same thing happens in technology. A company releases a new console. Inside, technology that would look like science fiction to engineers from 30 years ago. Outside, the exact same game you already played as a child. The machine becomes more sophisticated. The experience becomes more familiar. We call it innovation. But often we're paying premium prices to revisit emotions we already had. That's a strange business model. Imagine buying a Ferrari so you can drive exactly 40 kilometers per hour. Imagine buying a supercomputer so it can imitate a calculator. Imagine building a rocket ship to return to your driveway. Yet nostalgia markets do exactly this every day. And people love it. Because the product isn't the game. The product isn't the movie. The product isn't the song. The product is emotional certainty. The feeling that for a brief moment the world makes sense again. The feeling that you've returned home. Even trading isn't immune. In fact, trading may be one of the purest examples. Every trader says they care about the future. But watch what they actually do. They stare at the past. Thousands of candles. Thousands of patterns. Thousands of historical examples. What happened last year? What happened the previous cycle? What happened the last time interest rates rose? What happened after the last halving? What happened after the previous breakout? Everyone is looking backwards while claiming to predict forwards. And don't misunderstand me. Historical data matters. Patterns matter. Probability matters. But notice the hidden assumption. The assumption is that because something happened before, it will happen again. Not with certainty, just often enough to make us feel comfortable. That's where nostalgia quietly enters the room. The market becomes a giant machine converting memory into confidence. The trader says, "This worked before." The investor says, "This always comes back." The analyst says, "Historically." And suddenly the future feels less frightening. Exchange brokers know this. Financial media knows this. Indicator creators know this. Entire industries exist to help transform uncertainty into something that feels measurable. RSI, MACD, moving averages, Fibonacci, sentiment indicators, economic reports, probability models, all useful, all informative, but notice something important. None of them eliminate uncertainty. They only manage it. Because the market isn't a machine. It's millions of emotional creatures interacting simultaneously. Fear, greed, panic, hope, regret, euphoria. Math can model some of it. Statistics can estimate some of it. Probability can describe some of it. But certainty, never. And that uncertainty is where entire industries make their money. Not by eliminating fear. By selling tools that promise to reduce it. Not by eliminating risk. By helping you feel closer to understanding it. That's a subtle difference. And a profitable one. Maybe that's why nostalgia is so powerful. Not because we love the past, but because we fear uncertainty. The past already happened. The future hasn't. And the present. The present is where uncertainty lives. Which is why so many people spend their lives trying to escape it. Into memories. Into forecasts. Into predictions. Into stories. Anything except now. Maybe Tony was right. And maybe he was wrong. Maybe remember when becomes the lowest form of conversation when it replaces living. But maybe it becomes one of the highest forms when it teaches us something about why we're so afraid of what's next. Because nostalgia isn't really about the past. It's about our relationship with uncertainty. And uncertainty is the one thing no chart, no politician, no philosopher, no religion, and no market has ever managed to eliminate.